Hi everybody, this is a daily transmission. It's going to be some information and some light language healing, activation, upgrade. This series is around divine relationship, divine union within the self and with partners, with others, with divine partners. Today it's about really listening to your urge, to your knowing, allowing your desires and your plans to create the path forward, to plant the seeds where they need to be planted, and to allow them to grow. And if they don't appear to be growing, don't lose faith and don't stop. Don't change direction. Don't change course. Trust that those seeds will grow if and when they're meant to. But that is where you were supposed to plant them, and that's how you were supposed to plant them. So the card for today is from the Angel Answers deck by Radley Valentine, which is Don't Stop. And we have a masculine and a feminine aspect of those as well. So we're going to start with Don't Stop. I'm going to bring some light language through, so get comfortable. Open your heart. Connect into earth, connect up to the heavens. Just allow the sounds to wash over you and be received at the level and the time they need to be received. It's just releasing through the diaphragm and the solar plexus, where we hold from the not trusting things will manifest the way we hoped, or not trusting that they will land, that they will seed, that they will grow, which creates worry as we try to construct the pathways from our mind, the logical, reasonable pathways that are available in 3D reality. But the answer is higher than that. There's a knowing of the path, and it's not necessarily the conventional one. And as the 3D world is not used to following that path, they may respond negatively or with mistrust themselves. Here we go, it's starting to shift now. So there's a shifting through the solar plexus and the diaphragm, and then a releasing through the lower back, through the holding, the trying to support yourself at a 3D level, releasing that holding in the lower back to allow the divine pathway to appear in front of you, for you to move forward along that pathway and allow your brain to follow that. So now we're looking at the divine feminine relating to this. You can see this is relating to her partnership, or you can look at it as in anything she's trying to create in the world. This is from Bridget Rao's Divine Feminine Confessions deck. I wish I knew why you always pull away so I could prevent it. So if you're talking to your divine partner, your partner in any way, or a client, or customers, or people that pull away from you in any way, this is the divine feminine aspect wanting to prevent the pulling away, rather than trusting that there's a higher plan at work. If they're pulling away, it's for a reason, that they're not aligned to the current vibration energetically, or they're not ready yet. It's not about what you're bringing, but there may be some blockages around it that are creating some disharmony, whichever way energetically they're not drawn to it at this point. It's not because there's anything wrong with you or what you're bringing, or because you're on the wrong path. This is about sticking with the right path, following your heart, following your guidance, doing what your urge, coming from your soul urge, not your ego urge, tells you is right, and trusting that regardless of who stays, who goes. I'm feeling the alignment from heaven and earth now coming in through the divine feminine. Healing the wounded feminine that is holding on to those that are not yet aligned. It's more like their wounding at the moment can be matching your wounding, and healing your wounding helps anyone that's in connection with you to heal their own wounding, to come into alignment to what is true and right. So now we're moving over to the divine masculine. His part in this, his answer to her expression of discomfort at him moving away and wanting to do something in the material world to stop the running away. His answer is, I recognize myself inside of you. So why he is pulling away is because he recognizes the divine feminine that you represent within himself, and he has blockages to accessing that within himself, or mistrust around it. So we're going to help clear those the fear at looking in the mirror as such, that fear of the mirroring that you trigger in him, the parts of himself he doesn't want to see. And I can feel there's like an awe of you and a bit of a fear. There's also a bit of a feeling of not good enough, can't do that yet. He can do that. This is not just from the perspective of an external person, but also within yourself. So the part of the masculine part within you that rejects the feminine trust in the divine and intuition, the masculine that doesn't want to allow it because it the masculine aspect is the action in the 3D world. But we want the masculine and the feminine to work together. We want the masculine aspect of action to be coming from an inspired place, inspired urge, which comes through the feminine aspect. So they work together as a co-creative team where the information that's coming from spirit and through the heart with the intelligence of the way and the path forward is picked up by the masculine aspect and created. Those pathways are inspired, get physically manifest in reality. So it's a flow, unified flow of inspired action. Osokotoko chopotoko tika pachaka atokosokotoko chopotokitika achko otokoskotoko chopotika achka ba toko choposotoko pata achpo otokoskotoka achpo stokochopo tokopata achpo otokopata chpo isaka atkpo okotpo otokotoko pata achpo okotpo tipata chpo topoko chipataka toko poko poto skopata akuto ichasakata patoko otokochopo skotopa atkpo chpo otokoskotaka chopokoto o ichaskata patako otopoko chopo skotopo tokosotoko Botakato, each as a katakata to go to Potakacho to Kotoka Achko Potakacho, each as a Kaptakatapoko to I just felt an opening of the masculine to the feminine within himself, and when he can do that, there is an opening to the feminine in the external world and to his divine counterpart or his feminine partner and all feminines in the world. And the crown opens. Ikatako o isakapachko o itabaka o koto yanangamauto kopo o isakata iko po. Yeah, and like a real opening to the divine energies and the feminine energies, and an understanding and respect for the feminine or the Shakti energy in the world, and how it creates and how powerful it is, in a peaceful way, without fear and without worry, without worry of lack, of anything not being provided or of there being any lack within the self. So it's shifting to an abundance matrix, to a flow of ease and grace, and an ability to manifest abundance in the world and in relationships. Inakoto ipakata oso. So drink a lot of water, rest, integrate. Allow anything that comes up to come up and move out, that may be physical, that may be emotional, and listen to it as many times as you wish to, or go deeper every time. Take care. Blessing.